Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of The Awesome Cook. My name is Jake Sikora, and on today's episode, I got some gifts from my mom from her garden, and a lot of people are harvesting right now from their garden, and so I am dedicating a recipe to garden lovers. I am doing a zucchini casserole, which is going to be 5 smart points per serving, and the casserole is going to serve about 8 people. So my mom gave me a zucchini from her garden and tomatoes. So this is going to celebrate these. So let's get started. So let's go over the ingredients for this recipe. Of course, we're going to use, this is a zucchini casserole, so we're going to use zucchini. I'm going to use 2. You can probably tell the difference which is store-bought and which is from the garden. You can see the very perfect, picture perfect one is from the store, and then this is from my mom's garden. We're going to use a summer squash as well, or yellow zucchini, some people call them. Tomato, some mushrooms, garlic, onion. We're just going to use a half of the onion, a can of cream of mushroom soup, and this type is Fit and Active from Aldi, so it's a low-fat cream of mushroom soup. Some fat-free plain yogurt. You can also use Greek yogurt as well. Garlic, and then a box of stuffing. I'm using cornbread stuffing, but you can use any kind of stuffing you like. So let's get started with this casserole. Okay, so what we have in here is the 2 zucchinis, the 1 summer squash, the half of onion. I also put about a half cup of mushrooms, and I added a tablespoon of garlic and 2 tablespoons of butter. We're gonna slowly saute this in this pot for about 4 to 5 minutes. And then we're gonna put the lid on it, which I have right here, and let that simmer for another 5 to 6 minutes. You want the squash to be soft. You can do it as how soft you would like. Yeah, I like it a little bit firm. I know not everyone likes that, but just keep in mind you're gonna bake this as well, so you don't want it too soggy. And we'll come back when these are done. While we wait for the vegetables to soften up back there, we're going to combine the can of soup. There's a half cup of the plain yogurt, and then we're going to take half of this package of the stuffing and combine these together. Save the other half. We're going to use that in just a second, and then we just fold these together. See, it's all mixed together. It does not look that appetizing right now, but I guarantee you it's going to be appetizing in a moment. We'll come back when those vegetables are softened and combine these 2. Okay, so it's been about, I gave it another extra 2 minutes because I had a lot of zucchini and squash to make sure it's softened up enough. And I drained these already because there's going to be extra liquid from the vegetables. So you could see that they're soft, yet a little bit firm, but you don't want them hard because you don't want to eat rock hard zucchini. That's not going to be enjoyable. So we're going to combine this with the yogurt stuffing mixture that we combined earlier. And it's just easier to do it in the pot and then transfer it into the casserole bowl. So you just want to fold everything together. everything nice and coated well. You know, the funny thing about casseroles is that growing up, our family didn't really make that much casseroles. If you've seen some of my other videos, you know that I'm half Polish. My father's from Poland. My mother's American. She had parents from the South, and they never really made casseroles. I know what you're going to say, that all my parents are from the South. They made casseroles. They didn't really do casseroles. So it wasn't until when I was older, my mom played around with casseroles, and then I did as well. And I like casseroles because they're easy to make. They're great leftovers. And especially if you're doing a party, it feeds a lot of people. So one thing I'm going to show you, my casserole dish, is actually, this is the casserole dish was given to me by one of my best friends, Marcy. And you can see it's a personalized one. It says homemade by Mr. Awesome. So I'm going to use that. And I'm going to transfer the zucchini mixture, into this casserole pan. And I did lightly spray it with non-stick cooking spray. You put the zucchini mixture all in here. Let me remove this out of the way. I'm going to move the casserole dish a little bit closer so everyone can see. So you want to move this evenly across the casserole dish. And again, it's important to have this spread evenly. So a couple things. I cut up the fresh tomato from my mom's garden, and I am going to place the tomatoes on top of the casserole. Doesn't that look amazing? I love fresh garden tomatoes. And this will add some garden goodness to this casserole. Next thing, this is not something I didn't show in the ingredients list because you don't have to do this. I am, because a lot of casseroles ask for cheese, and I am going to do it. This is a half cup of fat-free Kraft cheddar cheese. You can use any kind of cheese you like, or you can use no cheese at all if you like. I'm just going to spread this half cup of fat-free cheese across the top. And then remember we left another half of the stuffing mixture, and then I combined 2 more tablespoons I used the vegan buttery sticks and combined these lightly while I was waiting for the vegetables to cook. And then this is going to be spread over the top, so you have a nice crunchy layer once we bake this in the oven. Spread this. Okay. So I preheated the oven for 350, and we're going to pop this in the oven for a half an hour, and then we'll come back and we'll be ready to eat. All right, so I just took it out of the oven. It's very hot. I'm going to let this cool off a little bit, but I'm going to pull this up a little bit closer so you can see the finished product. Again, this is going to make 8 servings, so this is going to be a pretty sizable serving size for 5 points. I'm going to serve myself up in just a moment, and I'll get to taste it. Be right back. Okay, so I served myself up. I can show you what a serving size is of this. So it's a decent portion. I'm going to try a little taste of everything. I didn't get the tomato, but that's okay. I'll get it later. It's still kind of warm. If you have a garden out there, you want to celebrate the garden, this casserole is totally awesome. You taste the creaminess of the soup and the yogurt, and the vegetables is amazing with the stuffing. You don't even have to add seasoning beyond the garlic because there's seasoning from the stuffing. And again, it's simply 5 smart points for this sizable serving. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you try it as well. Please subscribe to me on YouTube. Comment down below. Also follow me on Weight Watchers Connect if you're a Weight Watchers member. My Connect name is JASIKORA 1981. See you next Monday and stay awesome.